Thursday marked the fifth public hearing for the committee investigating the January 6, 2021 insurrection at the U.S. Capitol, where we found out just how close the country came to a coup and how the Justice Department fought back against former President Trump. Serena Marshall explains.
The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack used its fifth hearing of June to show how former President Trump wanted to use the Justice Department to legitimize his false claims of election fraud.
What I'm just asking you to do is just say it was corrupt and leave the rest to me and the Republican congressman.
The former president's own appointees at the DOJ refused and told him there was no fraud.
And he had this arsenal of allegations. I went piece by piece to say, no, that's false. That is not true.
Mr. Trump then tried to replace former acting Attorney General Jeffrey Rosen with Jeffrey Clark, the DOJ's environmental lawyer and a supporter of Mr. Trump's cause.
Listen, the best I can tell is the only thing you know about environmental and elections challenges is they both start with E.
Clark wanted the DOJ to push for a special legislative session in several states to overturn the election results. In an Oval Office meeting on January 3rd, top DOJ officials threatened to resign en masse if Clark was promoted.
No one is going to read this letter. All anyone is going to think is that you went through 2 attorneys general in 2 weeks until you found the environmental guy to sign this thing.
At the end of the hearing, the committee showed how several Republican congressmen asked for pardons.
A general tone was, we may get prosecuted because we were defensive of, the president's positions.
Clark, who was never named acting attorney general, invoked the Fifth Amendment more than 100 times during his deposition to the committee. Serena Marshall, CBS News, Washington.
The Thursday hearing was the second hearing of the week. The first one took place on Monday, and it focused on the efforts that former President Donald Trump and his supporters put on people to overturn the results of the election, including their efforts here in Michigan. Republican Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirkey, who was summoned to the White House, described what happened after Trump tweeted out his cell phone number, encouraging people to call on Shirkey to change the outcome of the Michigan presidential race.
It was a loud noise, loud, consistent cadence of, we hear that the Trump folks are calling and asking for changes in the electors, and you guys can do this. Well, they were believing things that were untrue.
And Democratic Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson described how she felt when Republicans and Trump supporters gathered outside of her house to protest the election results.
We started to hear the noises outside my home, and my stomach sunk, and I thought, it's me. And then it's just, we don't know what's going to, the uncertainty of that was what was the fear. Like, are they coming with guns? Are they going to attack my house?